Hey Gemini, I need to talk to you about something that just came up in this reading, and honestly, I was not expecting these cards to show up in this order, but here we are. So grab your coffee or tea or whatever you are drinking right now because we need to unpack what is happening in your love life. And trust me, this is going to get interesting. Before I even pulled the first card, I could feel this energy of anticipation, like something has been building up, and someone has been holding back from saying what they really want to say. And then the cards just confirmed everything I was sensing. This is about communication that has been blocked, truth that needs to come out, and someone who has been thinking about you way more than you might realize. So let me just dive right into this reading because the story these cards are telling is pretty clear, and I think you are going to recognize exactly who this is about and what has been going on. The energy here is very focused on one specific person and one specific situation that has been unresolved for a while now. Okay, so the first card I pulled is the Four of Cups. And this is already telling me so much about where this person has been mentally and emotionally. When I see the Four of Cups in a love reading, especially when we are talking about someone's feelings and intentions, this shows me that this person has been in a place of contemplation, maybe even feeling a bit disconnected or dissatisfied with their current situation. You know that feeling when you have options in front of you, but none of them feel quite right? That is the Four of Cups energy. Now here is what is really interesting about this card showing up first. This person has been sitting with their feelings, really thinking about what they want and what they have been missing. The Four of Cups often shows someone who is being offered something, maybe even multiple things, but they are looking away because they are focused on something else, someone else. And I am getting very strongly that you are what they have been thinking about while they have been in this contemplative state. This is not someone who has forgotten about you or moved on completely. Actually, it is the opposite. They have been in this space of reviewing their options, looking at their life, maybe even being in situations or with people that should make them happy, but something feels off. Something feels missing. And what is missing is the connection they had with you or the potential they see with you. The Four of Cups can also indicate someone who has been emotionally withdrawn or a bit closed off. And I am getting that this person might have seemed distant or unresponsive for a period of time. Maybe you reached out and did not get the response you wanted, or maybe they seemed interested and then pulled back. This card is showing me that during that time, they were processing, thinking, evaluating. They were not ignoring you because they did not care. They were actually trying to figure out what they really wanted. And here is the thing that the Four of Cups is revealing about their current state. They are starting to wake up from this contemplative phase. You know how in the traditional imagery of this card, there is often a hand coming out of a cloud offering another cup and the person is not noticing it? Well, I am getting that they are finally starting to notice. They are finally starting to realize that what they have been looking for, what they have been wanting, might have been available to them all along. And that realization is connected to you. So, this person has been doing a lot of internal work, a lot of thinking, and they are coming to some conclusions about what they really want. The Four of Cups as a starting point tells me that this reading is about someone moving out of apathy or indecision and into clarity and action. They are tired of sitting on the sidelines of their own life. They are tired of wondering what if. And they are getting ready to do something about it. Now let me pull the next card because I need to see where this energy is going. Okay, I just pulled the Ace of Swords and this is huge. This is the card of clarity, truth, mental breakthroughs, and new ways of thinking. When I see the Ace of Swords show up after the Four of Cups, this is telling me that this person is having a major moment of clarity about their feelings and about what they want to do next. The Ace of Swords is all about cutting through confusion and getting to the truth. This is someone who is finally seeing the situation clearly, finally being honest with themselves about what they really feel and what they really want. All of that contemplation from the Four of Cups is now crystallizing into actual clarity and understanding. This card is also very much about communication. The Suit of Swords rules communication, thoughts, and truth-telling. So, when I see the Ace of Swords in a reading about someone wanting to see you and talk to you, this is a very clear message that they have something important to say. They have reached a point of clarity, and they want to communicate that to you. They want to share their truth. What I love about the Ace of Swords is that it represents a new beginning in the mental realm. This is not the same old thoughts or the same old conversation. This person is coming to you with a fresh perspective, with new clarity, with a different level of honesty than maybe they have had before. They have worked through their confusion, they have processed their feelings, and now they are ready to speak their truth. The Ace of Swords can also indicate that there might have been misunderstandings or lack of clarity in the past, and now those things are being cleared up. Maybe there was miscommunication before, or maybe this person was not being fully honest about how they felt. The Ace of Swords is saying that the truth is coming out now. No more games, No more confusion, no more mixed signals. This is about getting real and being clear. I am also picking up from this card that this person has made a decision. The aces in tarot represent new beginnings and initial energy, but aces in swords specifically represent decisive moments, those moments when you finally know what you need to do. So, this person is not just thinking about reaching out to you, they have mentally committed to it. They have decided that they need to talk to you, they need to see you, they need to clear the air and speak their truth. The third card I am pulling is the Tower. And okay, I need you to not panic when you hear this, because the Tower in this context is actually revealing something really important about what led to this moment of clarity. The Tower is the card of sudden change, revelation, and breakthrough. It is about structures and beliefs being shaken up so that truth can emerge. So what this is telling me is that something happened that really shook this person's world or their perspective. The Tower represents a moment where everything you thought you knew gets challenged or disrupted. For this person, there was some kind of awakening or realization that changed how they see things, and specifically how they see the situation with you. Maybe they had built up certain beliefs or stories in their mind about why things could not work, or why they should not reach out, or why they needed to keep their distance. The Tower is showing me that those beliefs, those mental structures, have come crashing down. Something happened that made them see things differently, that made them question their previous assumptions. The Tower often shows up when we have been in denial about something, or when we have been holding on to a perspective that is not serving us, and then suddenly we cannot maintain that perspective anymore. The truth breaks through whether we are ready for it or not. So this person had some kind of Tower moment where they could no longer deny how they really feel or what they really want. This could have been triggered by an external event. Maybe they saw you, maybe they heard something about you, maybe they were in a situation that made them realize what they were missing. Or it could have been an internal realization. One of those moments where you suddenly see yourself and your life clearly, and you know you need to make a change. What I find really interesting about the Tower showing up in this position is that it explains the urgency of their desire to reach out. The Tower is not a slow, gradual energy. It is sudden and intense. So when this person had their moment of clarity with the Ace of Swords, it came with a Tower breakthrough that really shook them. They cannot just sit with this realization. They feel compelled to act on it. The Tower also strips away pretense and false structures. So whatever this person has been telling themselves, whatever facade they have been maintaining, that is all coming down. They are seeing the situation for what it really is. They are seeing their feelings for what they really are, and they cannot hide from it anymore. All right, the fourth card is the Page of Wands, and this is where we start to see the action and intention behind all of this internal process. The Page of Wands is enthusiastic, adventurous, and ready to take initiative. This is someone who is getting excited about possibilities, who is feeling inspired to take action. After the breakthrough of the Tower and the clarity of the Ace of Swords, the Page of Wands is showing me that this person is feeling energized about moving forward. They are not just thinking about reaching out, they are actually getting ready to do it. The Page of Wands brings news, messages, and new beginnings in the Suit of Wands, which is all about passion, inspiration, and taking action. What I love about the Page of Wands in this reading is that it shows genuine enthusiasm. This is not someone who is reaching out reluctantly or because they feel obligated. The Page of Wands is showing me that they are actually excited about the prospect of reconnecting with you. There is this spark of inspiration, this feeling of possibility that is motivating them. The pages in tarot are messengers, and in a reading about someone wanting to talk to you, the Page of Wands is a very literal indicator that a message or communication is coming. This person is in the energy of preparing to reach out, crafting what they want to say, maybe even feeling a bit nervous but excited about initiating contact. The Page of Wands also represents a fresh start and a willingness to be vulnerable. Pages are young and sometimes inexperienced, which means they have not built up all the walls and defenses that more mature court cards might have. So this person is approaching this with an open heart and a willingness to be honest and real with you, even if it feels a bit scary or uncertain. I am also getting from this card that this person sees potential for something fun, exciting, and passionate with you. The Wand suit is the suit of fire, of chemistry, of that spark between people. So they are not just thinking about having a practical conversation, they are actually excited about the connection itself, about the energy between you, about what could be possible. The fifth card is the Wheel of Fortune, and okay, this is telling me something really important about timing and destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is all about cycles, timing, and things that are meant to be. When I see the Wheel of Fortune in a love reading, it often indicates that there is a karmic or destined quality to the connection. So what this card is revealing is that this is not just a random impulse or a casual decision to reach out. There is something bigger at play here. The Wheel of Fortune shows me that this person is feeling like the timing is right now, like the universe is aligning things in a way that is bringing you back together or bringing this conversation forward. The Wheel of Fortune also represents change and movement after a period of stagnation. Remember, we started with the Four of Cups, which is about being stuck in contemplation. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that the wheel is turning now, things are shifting, and this person feels like they are moving into a new phase where reconnection is possible or necessary. This card can also indicate that this person has been thinking about fate and destiny, and whether you are meant to be in each other's lives. The Wheel of Fortune often shows up when someone is recognizing that despite their best efforts to move on or forget about someone, they keep being drawn back to that person. It is like the universe keeps putting you in their path or bringing you to their mind. What I find really powerful about the Wheel of Fortune in this position is that it suggests this person is surrendering to something bigger than their ego or their fears. They are recognizing that sometimes you have to trust the timing and the flow of life. They might have tried to control the situation before, tried to stay away or keep their distance, but now they are feeling like it is time to surrender to what is meant to happen. The Wheel of Fortune also brings luck and positive momentum. So this is not just about them wanting to reach out. It is about them feeling like this is the right time to do it. Like conditions are favorable, like something good could come from taking this chance. Let me pull the sixth card now. Okay, I just got the Knight of Cups in Gemini. This is one of the most romantic cards in the entire deck. The Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor, the romantic gesture, the heartfelt offer. This is someone who is coming to you with their heart on their sleeve. When I see the Knight of Cups show up in a reading about someone's intentions, this tells me that this person is not just thinking about casual conversation or friendly catch-up. They have romantic feelings and romantic intentions. The Knight of Cups is all about emotional offers, romantic gestures, and expressing feelings. This card shows me that when this person reaches out, they are going to be coming from a place of genuine emotion and vulnerability. The Knight of Cups is not playing games, not holding back, not trying to be cool or aloof. This is someone who is ready to be honest about their feelings and to make some kind of emotional offer or proposal. The Knight of Cups moves forward with purpose, but also with sensitivity. This is not the aggressive pursuit of the Knight of Wands or the strategic approach of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Cups is gentle, romantic, and emotionally sincere. So when this person contacts you, they are going to be thoughtful about how they approach it, considerate of your feelings, and genuine in their expression. I am also getting from this card that this person wants to sweep you off your feet in some way. The Knight of Cups brings offers, invitations, and proposals. This could be an invitation to meet up, a heartfelt confession of feelings, or a proposal to give the relationship another chance or to start something new. What I love about seeing the Knight of Cups after all the previous cards is that it shows this is not just about clearing the air or having a difficult conversation. Yes, they want to speak their truth and communicate clearly, but they are also coming to you with romantic intentions. They want to explore the possibility of a romantic connection or reconnection. The Knight of Cups also represents someone who is in touch with their emotions and willing to express them. So this person has done the emotional work, they have gotten in touch with what they really feel, and they are ready to share that with you. Now, the seventh card I am pulling is the Two of Swords, and this is interesting because it is showing me some hesitation or internal conflict that this person is still dealing with. The Two of Swords represents being at a crossroads, having to make a decision, feeling torn between two options. So even though we have all this energy of clarity and intention and romantic feelings, the Two of Swords is revealing that this person is still feeling some internal conflict about actually taking the leap. They might be weighing pros and cons, thinking about potential outcomes, worrying about how you might respond. The Two of Swords often shows up when someone is in avoidance mode, when they are not ready to face something, because facing it means they have to make a difficult decision or deal with uncomfortable emotions. So this person might be going back and forth between wanting to reach out and being afraid to reach out. What this card tells me is that they know they want to talk to you. They know they have feelings. They know the timing is right. But there is still this mental block or fear holding them back. Maybe they are afraid of rejection, afraid of looking foolish, afraid of disrupting your life if you have moved on, afraid of opening up old wounds. The Two of Swords can also indicate that this person is trying to be rational and logical about something that is actually very emotional. They might be overthinking it, trying to find the perfect thing to say or the perfect way to approach you, and that overthinking is keeping them stuck. However, what I want you to notice is that the Two of Swords comes after all those cards of clarity and intention and romantic feelings. So this hesitation is not about whether they want to reach out. It is about how and when and whether they have the courage. The decision about whether they want you back in their life has already been made. The Two of Swords is just about the final push to actually do it. The eighth card is the Three of Wands, and this is taking us into the energy of what happens next, what this person is hoping for and envisioning. The Three of Wands is all about looking toward the future, having plans and visions, waiting for ships to come in. When I see the Three of Wands in a love reading, it shows me that this person is thinking long-term. They are not just thinking about one conversation or one date. They are actually envisioning a future with you, thinking about possibilities, imagining what could develop between you. The Three of Wands represents expansion, growth, and forward movement. So this person is not interested in going backwards or recreating the past. They are interested in building something new and better, taking the connection to a new level. They have learned from whatever happened before. They have grown, and they want to move forward with that growth and wisdom. This card also shows me that this person is in a place of confidence and optimism about the future. Despite the Two of Swords hesitation, underneath that, they actually feel hopeful about what could happen if they take this chance. The Three of Wands is about having faith that things will work out, that the effort will be worth it. I am also getting from this card that this person has been doing some planning. They have been thinking about what they want to say, how they want to approach this, what they want to offer you. The Three of Wands is strategic and thoughtful, so they are not just going to reach out impulsively without having thought things through. The Three of Wands can also indicate that this person has been watching from a distance, keeping tabs on you, staying aware of what is happening in your life. They have been waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, the right opening to make their move. The ninth card is the Four of Wands in Gemini. This is such a positive and promising card to see in this reading. The Four of Wands is about celebration, harmony, homecoming, and happy reunions. This is the card of coming together in joy and creating something stable and beautiful. When I see the Four of Wands in a reading about someone's intentions, it tells me that this person is thinking about commitment, stability, and building something real with you. The Four of Wands is not about casual flings or temporary connections. This is about creating a foundation for something lasting. The Four of Wands also represents reunion and reconciliation. If this is someone from your past, this card is a really strong indicator that they want to come back into your life in a meaningful way. If this is someone new or someone you have been talking to, this shows they are ready to take things to the next level and create something more stable and committed. What I love about the Four of Wands is the energy of celebration and happiness. This person is not approaching this with dread or obligation. They genuinely believe that reconnecting with you or moving forward with you would be something to celebrate. They see potential for real happiness and fulfillment. The Four of Wands also represents home and belonging. So this person feels like you could be home for them, like being with you would give them that sense of belonging and comfort that they have been seeking. Remember, we started with the Four of Cups, where they were feeling dissatisfied and disconnected. The Four of Wands is showing me that they believe being with you could give them that sense of connection and fulfillment they have been missing. This card can also indicate that this person wants to make things official in some way, to define the relationship, to let people know that you are together. The Four of Wands is about public celebration and acknowledgement, so they are not interested in hiding or keeping things secret. Now for the final card. The 10th card in this reading, I am pulling the High Priestess, and this is such a perfect card to end on because it brings everything full circle. The High Priestess is all about intuition, hidden knowledge, and things that are not yet spoken but are deeply felt and understood. What the High Priestess is telling me is that on some level, you already know all of this. You have been feeling this energy, sensing that this person has been thinking about you, picking up on their intentions, even if nothing has been said out loud yet. The High Priestess represents that intuitive knowing, that psychic connection between people. This card also confirms that there is a lot going on beneath the surface that has not been verbalized yet. The High Priestess guards secrets and hidden truths. So, even though this person wants to talk to you and has all these feelings and intentions, there are still things they have not said, layers they have not revealed, depths to their feelings that you have not seen yet. The High Priestess is also telling me that when this person does reach out and when you do have this conversation, trust your intuition about what is really being said and what is really meant. Pay attention to the energy and the feeling, not just the words. The High Priestess can see beyond the surface, beyond what is spoken, to what is really true. What I find really interesting about the High Priestess as the final card is that it represents the feminine, receptive energy. So while this person is gathering their courage to reach out and take action, the High Priestess is reminding you to stay connected to your own intuition and your own inner knowing. You do not have to chase or push or force anything. The High Priestess knows that what is meant to unfold will unfold in divine timing. The High Priestess also represents mystery and the unknown. So even though this reading has revealed a lot about what this person is feeling and planning, there is still an element of mystery about exactly how this will all play out. Some things need to remain in the realm of the unknown until they are ready to be revealed. So Gemini, let me bring all of this together for you because the story these cards are telling is pretty clear and quite beautiful, actually. You have someone who has been in a period of contemplation and emotional withdrawal, represented by the Four of Cups. During that time, they were processing their feelings and evaluating their life and their options. Then they had a breakthrough moment of clarity with the Ace of Swords. They finally saw the truth about what they really want and what they really feel. This clarity came through some kind of tower moment, some realization or event that shook up their perspective and made them see things differently. Now they are in this energy of the Page of Wands, feeling inspired and enthusiastic about reaching out to you. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me that the timing feels right to them, like this is meant to happen. The Knight of Cups reveals that their intentions are romantic and sincere. They have genuine feelings and they want to express them to you. The Two of Swords shows there is still some hesitation or internal conflict about actually taking that leap. But the Three of Wands tells me they are envisioning a future with you and feeling hopeful about possibilities. The Four of Wands indicates they want something real and committed and celebratory with you. And the High Priestess reminds you to trust your intuition through all of this, to pay attention to what you feel and sense, not just what is said. So the truth that is coming out is this. Someone has deep feelings for you. They have been thinking about you. They want to see you and talk to you, and they are working up the courage to reach out. When they do, they are going to come to you with honesty, with romantic intentions, and with hopes for a real future together.